Hello and welcome back to Trucking Sounds. I've been away for a few days and look who's been here. Ooh, is that Bengineer's van? That's right, I'm sure many of you recognise that registration TT64 van. This is no other than Bengineers VW Crafter. Now, if you've been watching our fire engine build series, and if you haven't then what have you been doing? You probably remember this.
So you want us to do this and get it ready for the road? Well, I've just bought Ben a VW Crafter. We were thinking, you know, it might like some little upgrades on it.
What, lights?
Lights, lights, sound system, and little bits.
Do that. I'll swap it. Yeah, easy.
That's right. We agreed that we would upgrade the audio in Ben's VW Crafter, partly in exchange for the extensive amount of work that needs doing on our Trucking Sounds fire engine. A whole new chassis. Now, there's more to come on that soon. However, whilst I've been away, Ben has paid us a visit and it looks like there's been plenty done to this van. We've just had a listen to it and it sounds mega. So it's time to show you guys exactly what we've done to it. Now quickly, before we get into the audio, we have fitted some light into it as that was one of the things that Ben really wanted. So upon the flick of a button up here, whoa, look at those. Now the camera isn't picking up how fast these are flashing, but we fitted 6 orange strobes at the front, which are incredibly bright. And at the back, we fitted a further 4 on the edges and those awesome laser work lights at the top there, which triple up as normal lights, work lights and strobes. So as you can see at the moment, they're on the strobe effect. I'm getting absolutely blinded by those. And then with the flick of the switch next to the beacons, they come on to work lights, which as you can see, are lighting up our workshop very nicely. They are incredibly bright in true laser fashion. But that is not the prime thing that we've done. The prime thing is, of course, the audio, as we are Trucking Sounds. So let's go have a look. So we'll climb aboard the Bengineer mobile. And first of all, we've got the Kenwood DMX 8021 DABS head unit. This is, as you know by now, if you watch our content regularly, our prime choice of head unit. There goes Tim in the background. Then it starts up on the turn of the key. So Ben now has full wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, whichever one he prefers to use. And that's all touchscreen operated via the head unit up here, and that also gives us a much cleaner output signal to our new amplifiers to make that sound system sound much better. Now on the audio side of things, we've used the C26Hz tweeters. They're in the dashboard there. The common tweeters we use here at Trucking Sound is something like Scania pillars, for example. Hidden discreetly behind the factory location in the doors is the 5-inch Cento coaxial. They sound mega for a 5-inch driver. It really does help that they're being fed bags of power from the 4-channel Cento amp, which I'll get onto in a second, but they just sound really impressive for such a small driver. Now obviously part of upgrading the door speakers also involves sound deadening, plenty in there to help treat that really resonant big door on the VW Crafter. But the exciting stuff is viewable from the passenger seat. Check this out. Looks standard, doesn't it? But it isn't underneath. If we lift the seat up, we reveal 2 10-inch Audison Prima subs. They're built into our custom enclosures to fit either side of this split box underneath the middle and far passenger seat. As I said, they're 10-inch subs and these are wired up together, running from the new Hertz Cento monoamp, the CP1.2K, and we're actually using those to power the subwoofers in our Trucking Sounds Escort van, and there's more to come on that as well. And powering the front end, the 4 channels, so the 2 tweeters and the doors, is the new Hertz Cento CP4.800. That's a 4-channel 1560 watt amplifier, so plenty of output there, and that mono amplifier putting out over 1000 watts to those 2 subs combined. So it gives them bags of power. The doors and the tweeters are absolutely heaps of power, and that results in a super loud, super crystal clear and super powerful sounding sound system. And Ben is going to be absolutely made up with this system. It sounds mega. He even said to me the other day, I love driving to work now with my tunes on, cranked up in the van, but they just sound horrendous on that stock sound system. So now he's going to be able to drive to work with his tunes cranked up, as he said, loads of bass, loads of power, loads of clarity, and he's going to have one big smile on his face. But we've got one last thing left to do. Let's take a listen at it. And there you have it. That's Bengineers VW Crafter. It's had the full trucking sounds treatment. It sounds absolutely ace now. And of course, as always, if you want a sound system like that in your van, your truck or your car, get in touch with us here at Trucking Sounds today. We are your sound experts. We can get your vehicle sounding absolutely mega. We know Ben is obviously going to be super happy with this. And if you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do so. We've got plenty of exciting content to come with Ben on the fire engine, and we've also got more on the Escort van. In fact, let's have a quick peek. So if we go ahead and open up the back door, oh no, you've got to subscribe for more. So make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you can be the first to find out when we upload the next exciting video, either on the fire engine or the Escort van. I'm not sure which will come next, but whichever one it will be super exciting, as there's lots going on with both of those projects here at Trucking Sounds. Take care, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.